Your business deploys AI pilots everywhere. But are they going anywhere? Or are they stuck in silos, exhausting resources, unable to scale? Maybe you don't need hundreds of AI pilots, you need a holistic strategy. IBM has 65,000 consultants with Gen AI expertise who can help you design, integrate, and optimize AI solutions. So you're not just deploying AI, you're scaling it across your business. Learn more at ibm.com/consulting. IBM. Let's create.
Hi. Sorry, did I startle you? When you're used to hearing a certain type of commercial, something like this can, well, take you by surprise. That's kind of how it is with the Lexus RX, a vehicle that has continued to defy expectations for over 25 years. From the first luxury vehicle of its kind, to the first hybrid luxury vehicle, to the only plug-in hybrid worthy of the RX name. We understand you want more than the everyday SUV. And isn't being understood an amazing feeling? Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Want to make a podcast? Spotify's got a platform that lets you make one super easily, distribute it everywhere, and even earn money, all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit your podcasts right from your phone or your computer. So no matter what your setup is like, you can start creating today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify, and when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&As and polls are the best way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. Ever since I discovered Spotify for Podcasters, I feel so supported in the creation and distribution of my show. Spotify for Podcasters hosts masterclasses, office hours, and more to help creators develop and fine-tune their skills. I highly recommend you give it a try. Download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. I'm getting like extra cozy for this episode because, well, first off, it really feels like fall. Happy November 1st, by the way. In this episode, we're going to talk all about like first of the month rituals and routines and all that stuff. But this week is the first week that it's actually felt like fall to me. And it's been like sweatshirts and leaves falling and hot coffee. I'm not really doing cold brew as much anymore. Maybe like an afternoon cold brew. It's like a little afternoon pick me up. But I'm cozying up with this big queen size fuzzy blanket that I got from Home Goods the other day. And I'm actually recording this at night, which is very rare. I try really hard to keep my nights just for me because I love to have a good night routine and just kind of get settled in. But I just had this burst of inspiration and it's actually Sunday night. So I'm gonna record this and edit it all in one fell swoop. But I don't know if you guys can tell in my voice, I lost it for like a week and I don't know why, don't know how. It's not like I was screaming or anything. Like, I guess it would have been 2 weekends ago. I did go to a football game, but I didn't yell or anything. Maybe just all the talking. I was recording a lot of like videos and a lot of podcasts and I guess I was doing a lot of talking, but I don't know, I guess I didn't realize how much talking my job actually involved, but the entire thing is basically talking, minus like some blog posts or like an Instagram microblog. But yeah, I lost my voice for like a week. It was so weird because it wasn't a sore throat. Like I've had sore throats before and this one just felt significantly different, but nothing in my body felt bad. You know, if it's like a sinus infection, it's like, okay, you have a sore throat and you're stuffy and this and that and the other thing, but it was just my throat and it was like the muscles in my throat. And so after some reading, I was like, okay, I need to go on vocal rest for a little bit. And I did. I didn't talk all day, like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I didn't really talk. No, just kidding. I stopped talking on Friday. Yeah, I didn't talk Friday. I didn't talk Saturday, minus like a couple words if I needed to talk to someone. Like my mom or something, just like get something across, but I really tried hard not to speak. I did a really good job and I'm really proud of myself, and it's Sunday night now. I've been drinking warm lemon water and honey. I've been gargling with salt water and just really, I don't know, just kind of doing all the things. I've been popping vitamin C and zinc, even though I don't think it's an immune system thing. I think it's more of just like my voice was sore and I needed a break. And I also think that it was my body's way of telling me to just chill. because my job is all talking, and if I can't talk, I can't work. Although I did get a shit ton of computer work done. So it was so many blessings in disguise that I didn't really feel up to chatting much this past week/weekend. And I was kind of feeling like funky all week. I'm in a long distance relationship and we spent about 5 days together, not this weekend, but last. And anytime he goes back to Indiana, I get really sad. And so that might have had something to do with it. Maybe the weather changing. I don't know. There were so many factors. And I think that anytime you're kind of feeling off or kind of feeling funky, it's important to think about all the different factors in your life, not just like, oh, I'm just sick. Think about why you might be feeling a little funky, you know? Is there anything that's stressing me out? Am I eating well? Am I doing a good workout routine? Where am I at in my cycle? And all those things have factors into how you're feeling physically and how your immune system's doing. So I don't know, just something to think about if you're starting to feel a little funky, especially with the weather changing and like winter blues and all that stuff. I think I am going to do an episode on kind of like winter blue remedies, like things that I like to do to try to keep myself energized in the winter and feeling happy in the wintertime. I've been chatting with a lot of you over DM and stuff, and a lot of you guys have been saying that you're starting to feel that way. So I think it's time that we get a little energized. I have a candle lit in my office, and I turned my color changing lamp on, and I think I have it on the orange setting. I always get the orange and the yellow mixed up because they're significantly different. It is the orange. So during my talking break, I made it a point to spend more time listening, which is kind of the default because I didn't have a voice and I couldn't speak. But I was trying to be super intentional about the things that I was listening to. And if someone was talking to me, or if I was listening to a podcast, or even if I had music going on in the background, I try to be really intentional with tuning into what the words were telling me. And I also spent a lot of time reading, and I'm just feeling a lot more inspired and a lot more energized. And maybe that's why I'm excited to record a podcast at like 8 p.m. on a Sunday. But I'm feeling very inspired, and I was thinking that a cool segment that we could add into the podcast, one of those segments could be just like a little dose of inspiration. So whether that be a quote or a phrase or a song or a podcast or something, but today I wanted to pull a card from this deck that my friend Emmanuel got for me on my birthday, and it's called The Universe Has Your Back by Gabby Bernstein. And it's a 52 card deck, and basically they're just little like motivational sayings or something to ponder or something to think about. And the whole like point of it is you basically just like take a deep breath, close your eyes, and pull out a card, and it's just supposed to kind of like speak to you. It's kind of like flipping through a random book and opening it on a random page and pointing to a word or something like that, and hoping that that word will speak to you in some way, shape, or form. I'll also have it linked in the show notes because I literally love this little motivational card deck situation. And it's a great gift or like a great stocking stuffer. And I'm so excited to do wish lists this year, like wish list ideas or like things that you should get for the fitness gal, or like things that you should get if your friend likes healthy cooking, or things that you should get for your boyfriend. Like I'm excited to do wish lists on Instagram and stuff this year. So this might be something fun to put on your wish list or to put in someone's stocking. Oh, guys, this is a good one. I just pulled it from the deck. It says, when I'm in alignment with the love of the universe, peace cannot be disrupted. I love that. So that's a perfect kind of segue into today's episode, or today's theme of the episode. And that is becoming aligned for a new month, or kind of like my new month routine, new month rituals, things that you can do on the first of the month to align yourself so you can have a peaceful month. Another fun segment that I want to start implementing is like holidays, like fun holidays and like celebrating fun holidays. I was just looking at them with my mom actually downstairs. I forget what today was. I don't think that November 1st had a good holiday, but November 3rd is National Healthy Eating Day. So I thought that that was very fitting and kind of fun. Actually, let me look up holidays on November 1st because I feel like there was a good one for November 1st, but I kind of forget. Please hold. Oh, okay, I found it. November 1st is World Vegan Day. So if you're a vegan, It's your holiday. Happy World Vegan Day. I consider myself plant-based, not fully vegan, because I've started to add more animal proteins back into my diet, but still primarily eating plant-based. But if you're a vegan, happy World Vegan Day. That's exciting. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into my first of the month routines, rituals, activities, things that set me up to be my most aligned self for the month. I'm a big believer that the first of the month, Mondays, the top of the week, New Year's, all those number ones, like those day ones, can truly be the start of something new. And psychologically, it makes sense. It's like a new beginning. It's the first day. We want to make the next 30 days worth it, right? So I think that there's something really beautiful about starting a new routine on the first of the month, or starting a couple new habits on the first of the month. And I do want to remind you that it's really important not to overload yourself with an entirely new routine. Let's say, for example, you have a goal this month to go to the gym every single day. If you've never been to the gym once in your entire life, I don't want to say it's impossible, but there's probably a very low probability that you would be successful in that goal because it's not already part of your routine. So remember, when you're building your new month goals, your new month routine or whatnot, don't play small, but don't set yourself up for failure. Okay, that's something to just really keep in mind. But I do think that it's important to set your standards high for yourself, and the first of the month is a great way to do that. And the way that you do today is the way that you're gonna do days 2 through 30. So make today count. It's perfect that it's a Monday because that's kind of like even more motivation, the top of the week, the first day. I truly believe that we can all get after it this month. November is such a fun month. There's so many fun things going on. It's like Christmas season is coming up. There's Thanksgiving. There's so many other fun holidays, like Healthy Eating Day on November 3rd. I mean, come on, guys. It's so fun. When you're trying to figure out this month, specifically November, find ways to continue doing the things that are going to help you reach your goals, despite there being all kinds of like holiday stuff going on. And I think a lot of times during the holidays, we start to make excuses for why we can't do things. And I'm not even talking about like physical activity or healthy eating and whatnot. I think like in our jobs and stuff, we kind of let ourselves a little bit more slack during the holidays, and not that that's a bad thing. But I also know that if you're listening to this podcast, you're probably just like me and you have lofty goals and you're excited about life, and there's no reason to set your standards low during the holidays. It's such a fun time. Like, why not just go full throttle, right? After the things that you want in life. I would recommend, this is part of my first of the month routine, first of the month ritual, is that you sit down with your planner or your Google Calendar and you go through all the projects that you have going on this month. So I'll give you guys an example. I am going to do some sort of Black Friday sale, and then I'm also going to do some sort of sale in December, kind of leading up to the holidays. And that sale is going to be crazy. And I guess it's not necessarily sale, but there's going to be like a lot of fun promotions and fun deals going on. I don't like to say sale because I'm not like discounting myself or my services, but there's going to be like some cool promo and you guys are literally going to love it. So if you're not on the mailing list, I highly recommend that you hop on it. You can go to lilyrayco.com/newsletter and hop on the mailing list. Also, the Monday mail will come back. I just ran out. This is so stupid. My website platform only lets me send 5 marketing emails per month, which is so dumb. So that's 1 a week, right? But I was doing promo for Good Things Come in Threes. I think I did 3 Monday mails and I did 2 Good Things Come in Threes marketing emails. And that's all I had. So I was like, well, this is it. I can't send any more Monday mail. And I'm going to switch over to a completely different like website service. So that's a huge goal for me this month. I can kind of do more high volume stuff. So that's really exciting. But yeah, so I have a lot of fun projects going on this month. And one of them is switching over my entire website. And I'm doing all of that myself. I'm a team of 1. I produce my own podcast. I do my own site. I do my own marketing. I do my own graphics. I literally do everything myself. So that's gonna be a project. And I am really excited for it, but it does take a lot of energy. But I'm so ready for it because I'm ready to kind of like move into this next phase of my business. But anyway, kind of going on a tangent here. You're gonna want to sit down and write down all the things that you have going on this month. Walk yourself through all the things that you want to accomplish. So like I mentioned, I sat down and I kind of worked out the marketing for this month, what my promotions are going to look like, the different projects that are going to go into those different promotions, and what I'm going to have to do for all of those different items on my to-do list, essentially. So part of this sitting down with your planner requires you to break down those goals, those projects, those items on your calendar into action steps. Ask yourself if there's any prep work that's going to come with doing this thing. Let's even say you're going on vacation for Thanksgiving. What type of prep work are you going to need to do in order to go on vacation? What's your packing going to have to look like? Do you need to go shopping for a specific type of outfit or something like that? Are you going to like an all-inclusive resort and you don't need to bring anything? Or are you renting a house in like the Outer Banks and you're going to need to bring toilet paper and your own food? There's so many different factors to think about even when going on vacation. So just sit down and look at all these different events and projects and items and finals. I don't even know, like whatever you have on your calendar, write it down and then break those items down into smaller items that you can do in order to prepare for that big moment. Next, I encourage you to set your intentions for the month and figure out among your busy schedule, especially this time of year, figure out where you fit into that schedule. What are you going to do to take care of you? Are you going to try to read a book this month? Are you going to try to go to the gym a couple times a month? Are you going to try out a new workout class this month? I don't know, maybe even give yourself like a little challenge. Maybe give yourself a couple little challenges a week. Are you going to try to cook a couple meals at home instead of going out all the time? Are you going to try to cut back on coffee? Whatever you want to do this month, write those things down. If your list is kind of lengthy, I encourage you to just pick like two of those things that you want to do for you and then figure out a way to implement them in your day-to-day life. So now that you kind of have a bird's eye view of this month, I encourage you to figure out what type of support you're going to need from the people around you this month. And asking for help is something that I struggle with doing. So this is a really good exercise for me to do for myself. So I want you to look at your month and figure out if you're going to need extra tutoring for your really hard chemistry class that you just have to pass. Say you're hosting your Friendsgiving party and you're going to need to ask your friends to each bring a dish so all the cooking's not on you. Or maybe you have some lofty health goals. Hi, I'm a health coach. Give me a call. Just figure out what type of support you need from the people around you this month and let them know that XYZ is coming their way and to be prepared. Something else that I like to do on the first of the month, or even just maybe like the first week of the month, is kind of like cleaning up. So washing your sheets, folding all your laundry, picking up your office, cleaning your desk, maybe just like wiping down high touch surfaces that you kind of forget to clean, maybe deep clean the bathroom, deep clean the kitchen. Today, my mom and I actually cleaned out our entire pantry and we reorganized all of our miscellaneous items. You know, like almond flour and chia seeds and pecans and oats and all those things, they come in those like plastic Ziploc. Well, they're not like Ziploc. Well, they have a zipper on them, but they're those big plastic packages. We just both got to a point where we were like, we need a different system in here. So we got all kinds of nice size jars and we put everything into jars and we made labels for everything. So like the oats are labeled oats and the almond flour is labeled almond flour, and it looks so pretty in there now. And it was the perfect October 31st project because now we're going into a new month and we have a clean pantry. I mean, this pantry looks fantastic. You would have thought that we hired like professional organizers to come in and clean it. Really, I mean, organization is hard up front. Like, it's a lot of work to kind of go through and clean out and then get everything organized in the first place. But then after you do it, all you have to do is maintain it. So if you're cleaning out your closet and you put everything on matching hangers and you set it up, maybe you color code it, all you have to do next time is put your laundry away in its designated position, and then you're organized, right? It's kind of a lot of work up front, but then it's not that hard to maintain. So maybe spend some time organizing something that has kind of gotten not organized. Could be a fun little first of the month or first week of the month activity. My last item on my first of the month ritual is doing my ideal morning routine. And this kind of goes back to setting yourself up for success on the first day of the month, and how the way that you do today is the way that you will do every day. And so tonight is Halloween. Ooh, spooky. It's October 31st. And tomorrow morning, I'm going to wake up and do my ideal morning routine. So I am going to start waking up around 5:30 or 6. So I do need to get to bed pretty soon so I can get a solid 8 or 9. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to do my journal. By the way, I do have first of the month journal prompts on my website. If you guys are interested, I'll leave a link in the show notes. I'm going to sit down and set my intentions for the first of the month. I'm going to make a yummy breakfast. I have a workout. That's kind of all I have for you guys today, and I hope that you enjoyed it. I know I did. I feel like my voice is kind of on its way out again, so I'm gonna wrap this up before my voice completely goes again, because I've worked really hard to get it back. Okay, the giveaway winners for this week. Totally forgot. If you post a screenshot of you listening to 80/20 on your Instagram story, you get entered in a chance to win my 3 ebooks on my website. So the giveaway winners for this week are wellness.glow and emmys.lifestyle. So I will be in touch with you ladies and get you copies of your ebooks. And if you guys want a chance to win the ebooks, all you have to do is post a screenshot and say a little blurb about like why you like the podcast, maybe what you liked about the episode, how it made you feel, an emoji. Be sure to tag me, tag the podcast Instagram so I can see it on both of them. Oh, and follow me and the podcast Instagram too. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't if you're tagging me, but yeah, those are the only requirements. And then you get a chance to win 3 free ebooks. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Happy November. I just have a really, really, really good feeling about this month. I'm speaking it out into the world for you as well. I just know that you're going to have the best month ever. And I love you all so much. Thank you for taking the time to listen today. And if you enjoy the show, please be sure to subscribe. I post new episodes every single Monday and Thursday. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will talk to you guys soon.